All right, looks like we're live. Who all is here on this Friday? Looks like NSB Custom Cars, Auto Salvage Outlaws, L&A Auto Works, welcome. Frankenstein C20, coming back to the No Name Nationals. Rabid Transit J, Don the One-Eyed Cat, Dean Stevenson from the Land Down Under, Mohawk 62, Heavens Mopar Scott with an S, how you doing? MM78 is here. Track and Travel with Rick. Turbo Tom's here. Buff's Garage, who's hanging out in the basement? Well, not me. Not a bad place to hang out, though. Twisted Mopar Garage. Colleen Tebow is here. Said I beat Wilburn here. No, you did not. I've been here for an hour trying to use my backup machine that works better than this machine to find out it didn't work as good as this machine. So I'm on my backup. How about that? Thumper's here, Pure Pontiac Garage, Danny Boyd, Leighton Welding, Smoke Wrench, Nick the Van Man 90, Silver Kilgore, Dust Devil. Well, how is everyone? My Next Project, 38 POS Racing, Tailor Made Muscle, Tony's Hot Rod Garage, Cope. How are all of you guys? Well, thought I'd do something different tonight. I'm going to open the floor to any of the registered No Name 500 guys who want an opportunity to pitch their channels and whatnot. Thought this would be a good time to do it, and we would get them in between Tom Sarmento, and I'm going to be live with Dallas from Greensboro at Greensboro Convention Center. AHRA has a booth there for a motorsports expo. So we'll be doing that next Friday. But tonight, I figured this would be a good time to do this. So the link is posted. Any of the No Name 500 guys who are registered up, you guys are welcome. There's 20 of you. I see several of you in the chat. And you're welcome to join. My Aunt Nancy's here. Robert Magny. Robert, I wish you would put some of your content on YouTube. I appreciate getting pictures from you. It's cool watching the progress of that truck. But, man, it would really fly on YouTube. No Gnomes Garage, Torque Racing Production. Watched your premiere of your wall hanger there. Pure Pontiac says I'm at 243. Doesn't seem so far to 500 now. I'm telling you. Uh-oh, doorbell's ringing. Covering up the peephole, though. Can't see who it is yet. I know who it is. I'll give him a minute to get his camera sorted out there. Clay from My Next Project. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
All right. Yeah, I figured this would be a fun time to get the any of the No Name 500 guys who want to come out. And you're actually a second-time No Name 500 guy.
Yeah,
you
second
had a
time
job.
the charm, I hope, eh?
Yeah, you had the job change and everything, threw you a big curveball last year. So.
Yeah, that's right. I'm just actually sitting outside waiting for my daughter's hockey game to start. So I thought I'd just dial in and say hi to everybody.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm actually wearing Two Hacks Garage colors today. Two Hacks Garage is a No Name 500 alumni. So, or alumnus. He's in the alumni.
Yeah, he did it right the first time. That's awesome.
He did. Well, yeah, I mean, he had a curveball with his car. You had a curveball with your job. Everybody gets curveballs here and there, and sometimes, but we keep pressing on.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm finally getting a chance to get back at building my engine, and I got to get that all done up so that I can be a bit more of a contender on the track, both at home and at the event this year. So I'm looking forward to that.
So what's going to change? And if you guys go back and watch My Next Project's videos from last year, if you're not familiar with Clay, that'll get you caught up. But what are you changing for 2023? What do you think is going to change from that plan?
I just basically my car that I'm bringing. I had just a junkyard 318 with a mild Summit cam and the wrong carburetor and intake on it. And it's kind of what I pieced together to make it run for the time. But this time I've actually got a stock bottom end 5.9 Magnum with some aluminum heads, some CNC ported aluminum heads, and a nice intake and carb to go in there. Hopefully make it just a little more fun and a little more efficient, just all around better on the highway and on the track and everything.
Cool. Hey, Dennis, nonamenationals.com is the registration site. It'll redirect you right there. If you want to jump in tonight, send your registration. Yeah, you can register on your phone. It'll take you all of 2 minutes.
It's super easy to do.
Yeah, I just try to give priority to the guys who are willing to make an $82.50 bet on themselves. Just the way I look at it, just because there's 20 guys right now who basically made a very modest bet on themselves to win. And I think that's cool. I'm just trying to reward them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Two Hacks is here. Hey, Jeff, got the colors on today. Since you're such a notable alumnus from the No Name 500 in 2022. So you made the big job change. How's it all working out?
It's actually, it's super good. I'm really happy with where I'm at. I was working from home for just about 2 years, and according to my family, I was getting weirder every day. So it's good to be back around people and getting out and about, and it's a real good all around change for me.
Cool. Like, well, you did put up that one short about having to, wear a nice collared shirt and go into the office when you'd rather be in the garage. These are the sacrifices you make, right?
Yeah, I was pouting that day, that's for sure. But you know what it's like. A guy still gotta make the bread so that you can afford to play in the garage at night, right?
I had plenty of those days. It'd be a really nice summer day. I wanted to do nothing more than go to the garage, and I had to put on a tie and go to the office and deal with uninteresting people. And I've done my
Absolutely.
share of that. But
Yeah. I've fought off the tie to this point, but we'll see. It might not last forever.
Say hi to the Whitetail Rancher and Two Hacks and Doug Narden. A few more have jumped in here. Glad you guys could join us. Actually, Twisted Mopar Garage, there's no videos on that. NoNameNationals.com will take you directly to the Square site. In fact, Buff put that in the chat. So if I can do this, I saw it go by. If you scroll up, I know I saw it. There you go. Buff's Garage put a link up. So that's the direct link. You can click on it in the chat. But if you go to nonamenationals.com, it redirects right there. So how is everybody doing? You guys are all welcome. Thrilled to have Clay. I didn't know who would show up. I figured a few of you guys may. Bad Trees here, mostly old parts and rust Patrick. Patrick there's another notable alumnus. Got a lot of great folks coming out of this.
Yeah, there's been lots of new channels and whatnot come out of from what you guys have done. It's been a really good thing.
How did you enjoy all the footage that came out in the aftermath of that?
Well, watching it through tear-filled eyes, it was made it a little different, but it was great. There's so many different takes and so many different fellas videoing for each other, and you couldn't have asked for better coverage. I mean, there was a million different angles on every different thing that happened at the place. It was, I will say, almost as good as being there, but I still would have given darn near anything to be there. I tell you that.
Well, we're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to meeting you. I know that we had a handful of guys that just couldn't make it for different reasons. And doorbell again. We have Turbo Tom 416. How's it going?
Going just fine.
Glad to have you.
I had to explain my name quite a few times already. Back in '87, when I bought my Dodge Shadow with a turbo on it, all the neighbor kids could hear me coming. When I get out of my car, they say, "There's Turbo Tom."
Yeah.
Now the 416 is my post office box number. So they asked for email address. That's what I came up with.
That's great. That's
And I
great.
started doing videos when my kids got me a phone that would actually shoot video.
Perfect.
So my first vacation went on there. My Model T tour, that was my first vacation after the
Cool.
phone. Every time
That's
we
great.
get something in the shop, broken block, my boss's cars, I put those on there, car shows. But I have no garage.
Well,
My tools are 18 miles away.
Well, Andy Wood, he has Unity Motorsports garage. He doesn't have a garage either. That truck Casper was built in the driveway. He actually has a shared driveway. I mean, the garage isn't what makes the car. Garages are nice, but
yeah, honestly, I've got two garages, and as a rule, they're usually so full of crap that I end up working on the driveway whenever the weather's fit, anyways. So the light's always better outside. You got to look at it that way, right?
I
working outside if at all possible. Turbo Tom, where are you located? I know where Clay is in Canada, but
I'm in Ohio.
You're in Ohio? Okay. I was thinking you were right in that area. Okay.
Yeah. If you know where 224 cuts across all the way across the state, I'm about in the middle there.
Okay. Well, we got an unseasonably warm winter, which I'm sure Clay is happy to have.
Yeah, but you know what? Next week I was supposed to go on a snowmobile on holiday, and that's all messed up because of this warm weather. So we could have stayed just a little bit cooler too, right?
Oh my gosh, that must be how you live in Canada. That you're like, yeah, I like cold. Not me. I could live without snow indefinitely.
Yeah.
And Tom,
up here, you got to learn to make the best of it, I guess.
Well, Tom, you turn wrenches for a living every day, right?
Yes, I do.
I always see a uniform, and this is why I'm always when I describe the No Name 500, we have a freshman class. But there's no rookies. I mean, a lot of people don't realize some of these guys have 20, 30, 40, 50 years experience turning wrenches. And so we have people, maybe they're freshmen to YouTube, but they're not rookies. So I always try to describe it appropriately for people just like Tom and Clay. And there's the one-eyed cat, Don.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure this light out. It's killer.
Yeah.
But if I turn it off, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine.
All right. Well,
your lighting looks better than mine. I'm in my truck with the interior lights on right now.
Yeah, but at least I can see your face.
We can hear you. That's what matters. That's the important thing.
Well, I'm upstairs. I go working on these heads. I had to get back into it. We only got 223 days.
222, 3 hours and 46 and a half minutes.
All right, let me get down here. There, we'll do this.
That's still midnight. You get a little grace period on Thursday, but that's pretty close.
But it's Friday already. Well, anyway.
But we were there last year, so this is nothing new.
Right.
We're just trying to upgrade to actually being somebody.
You're somebody. I mean, we appreciate everybody who was there, but I got to tell you, I really appreciate all the people that jump in the No Name 500. You guys, you put on an incredible race before the race. One-eyed cat, just watching him surge. I think you're pretty close to him, Turbo Tom. Want to say hi to a few more folks have drifted in. I've seen Lars and Travis and Ryan Barsness is here. Travis is saying 223 days to bleed the brakes and tune the truck. It'll sneak up on you.
Believe that.
So, Don, how are you enjoying this unseasonably warm winter?
I wish I could untarp the car. I'm always afraid it's going to rain the next day, but we got time. I know we're running out of time, but all I got to do is floors and front suspension. I'm going to run what's already in the car for this year. Say this will be next year. Pulled this head apart today. Look, there's a lot of casting flash in here. It's ridiculous.
Well, though, I like your strategy, though. So instead of trying to get too elaborate on, swinging for the fences, you're trying to make what you have there reliable and work better, just to ensure that you don't run out of time.
Well, right now the car runs.
Right.
So if I break it, transmission forward, I'm good because I got another going in.
Yeah. It's good strategy.
Well, you got to play the long game.
That's it.
Yeah, if money was no problem, a guy could just do it all at once.
Yeah, I can have the oldest
you
car
gotta
there.
make it happen while you can, right?
Well, I'm lucky. I was saying I got the front end a while back. That's just a matter of pulling the front end apart. Because it's the bushing, everything's shot up front. It's ridiculous. We come back from Watkins Glen a couple years ago, and I was pulling the trailer. Buffalo Brian towed it up. It was full of firewood, all this, the whole weekend. And I pulled it back mostly empty. There wasn't a lot of weight, but I had enough tongue weight that was lifting the front, and the front wheels were just squealing. I mean, it was bad. I was waiting for cords to show up in a hurry. We pulled over and redistributed the weight, and it went down the highway fine, but it needs front end work. That was, if I could have got that on video, that would have definitely been a dandy.
So you guys, what's the one thing, and it could be any time in your life, it could be last week or 30 years ago. What's something you wish you could have gotten on video to help you make your content goal? If there's one thing you're like, man, I wish I'd have had that on video because it would sure help my sub count right now.
Honestly, with me, I just wish I would have started sooner. Because if I'd have started at the start of my car and captured all of that, and then this whole truck that I did, I mean, now that I know, I missed out on so much stuff. And even if nothing else, just for capturing it for my own memory, of what I did. I wish I would have started earlier. That's all I could say.
What about you, Turbo Tom?
I really don't know. I mean, there's been, hit miss engine stuff I could have put on, but
there's so many facets to life you could bring a moment up from.
What now? You turn wrenches for a living, so you're bound to see some great stuff come in there.
Oh, yeah, like oil that's not oil anymore. It's more like grease.
Right.
Yeah.
Or the people who put brake fluid in their washer bottle.
Nice.
Yeah, it made a mess of the hood and the head and the top of the car.
Oh, I bet.
Or the Coca-Cola in the gas tank. It ends up like a black, thick, pasty mess.
Hoping to find that out.
There's a lot of stuff that changes. Or you get the guy with a brand new diesel that has a full tank of gas put in it.
Yeah. What does that do? Because I know somebody who did that once. I don't know what the outcome was.
It'll basically blow your engine apart.
Really?
Because it'll pre-ignition, gasoline pre-ignites long before the diesel would. So it'll bend your rods real easy, blow the head off. If you can catch it and have a little bit of gas and add all diesel, all you're doing is thinning the diesel then.
Wow.
But too much gas is death.
Yeah, like topping it off.
Yeah.
That would make a good video.
Well, there's a lot of people who A lot of people keep topping off their tanks. They keep trying to get that last dime in, then they find out their car won't start because they're sucking raw gas right up the breather line.
What
Basically,
is what's the best when a customer has ever tried to throw you off the track to save face? Like they don't want to admit to something, and you're bound to have seen that where they make something up and want to hide it from you.
Oh, it's not my fault.
Yeah, my daughter had the car, and you
okay.
find the cap off the extra gas can down inside there, holding the valve closed down the filler neck. So on top of you pull the hose off, and right on top of the tank, where that little check valve is, you find the cap from the gas bottle or the gas jug they used. Yeah, it must have been somebody else. Find out why they couldn't put gas in their tank. It wouldn't go in. Well, no, there was another cap already over it.
And just as an administrative note, if for whatever reason I drop off the stream, I'll be right back. Don't worry about it. Don's in charge.
Oh, thanks.
But no, I'm just saying.
You heard him. It's on me.
I usually mention that to the guest, but because we did it a little different tonight, I have to do it while we're live. But
I'm good for dead air anyway, so.
Unfinished projects. If farmers used to add diesel to the gas to save money, I'd not heard that. I guess just wonder what dropped the octane. Would drop the octane down, man. What could you run that in? It'd have to be something like 6 or 7 to 1 compression or something.
That's extra lubrication for the valve.
I just think she'd smoke like a good damn too.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, fellas, I got to jump off here. I got a hockey game to go watch. You all have a great night tonight, okay?
Thanks for joining us, Clay.
All right, take care.
Appreciate
Good
it.
luck. Go whoever you're rooting for.
His daughter's team.
Don, what are you grinding on there, man?
Heads off that RV 440. Already did it. Go ahead.
Show us what you got with them.
I just got them tore apart today. Boy, this. These Craftsman spring compressors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You can take them apart with them, but I wouldn't recommend trying to put them back together. They're just.
Huh.
If it was brand new, it'd be a different story. You know, because where it snags on these steps, it's starting to get worn, and it's only as wide as the steps are. So if it's off, once you get to you need that one more click. The latch wants to go sideways, and it's really sketchy, man. And it wants to fold over. I mean, these were already bent. I had to take them off and hammer them straight again. Here's Tony's hot rod.
Howdy.
In the house.
Come on in, man.
That style of spring compressor, I still like it better. I like it better than the kind that grips down and has a screw on the top. But I don't know. It is aggravating. I'll give you that.
Because it hung up on a valve or two. By the time you got to get that little bit more to get the keeper out of it, you know, you get one out, and then you got to. And hopefully you don't, put it in a bind with one keeper in there. It tends to leave a little booger you don't want to scratch it.
First responder says usually welds a fork together. Yeah, I see a lot of them like that where the fork gets all torn up. I think it's because those things must have been designed for working on T-model Fords or something that have valve springs you can push down with your palm.
Right.
Country Mile Garage. Thanks for joining us. Tony, how's it going, man?
Been busy. You seen that swept line I've been working on?
I have not. Is it the red?
Yes.
Okay, I haven't dug in. I've seen it in a couple thumbnails, but I want to look at that.
Yeah, it's a customer's truck, but it's
Cool.
actually a really nice truck. It just needs a little bit of TLC from a Mopar guy.
Nice.
coming up here. And matter of fact, today I had my buddy at the machine shop build me a tool because I'm going to attempt to change the intermediate shaft bushing without disassembling the engine.
Okay.
Somebody built this 383 and put a torn up intermediate shaft in it. And of course, the timing is all over the place because it's bouncing all over the place.
Oh.
So next couple of days, we'll start seeing content on that. I'm actually going to perform the surgery this evening or tomorrow. So that'll be fun. So there's the spoiler alert. That silly swept line between that and painting the Cobra Jet motor, it picked up 30 subs this week.
Yep, I've seen you. You're now in the home stretch. You're at 401 this afternoon.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been following you all along too.
Oh, I know. You're trying to catch me is what you're trying to do, Don.
Well,
He's trying.
I had a good run there for a while, and then I tripped up and stumbled for a couple of days. I don't know if the algorithm forgot about me or some shit.
Throw some more cats out in the snow.
It hasn't snowed.
That was funny.
Oh man, I got so much hate mail from that. It was fun. It was hilarious.
Well, right at the end,
make
no
something with that
cats were
burger.
harmed in the filming of this video. I saw it.
Hey, Don, make something with that burger you just had.
That was a good video.
Yeah, make something with it
venison
now.
Video.
Yeah, we can't taste it, but at least we can see what you're going to do with it.
All right.
Oh, I could almost taste it.
Yeah, it was that time. It's part of life around here. And after deer season, whatever you got stockpiled, grind it, mix it, throw it in the freezer.
Well, I spent 5 years of the earlier part of my life in Wisconsin, so I know all about that good venison eating.
Well, years ago when I got into, my dad used to hunt big time when I was little, but that was before I got of age to go hunting. And I never really got into it till I was in my early 20s. You know, some people over here at my other job was into archery. It's like, okay, we can do this, you know. That was years ago. But been through archery. I can't pull a compound back anymore. My son got me a crossbow.
Nice.
They might as well be a rifle. It's a single shot.
I've never shot one, but I've seen them. I have seen them in action.
Crossbow bolt is nasty.
Yeah.
20, yeah.
Notice anything different about my flag, John?
I do. I do. The Union is now in the upper left, as observed from one side. I want to say hi to Scarlett. I saw him sneak in here, and Smoke Ranch. Try to greet people to come in. This is a banner I had printed for Dallas today. It's promoting the Racers Rep program.
Nice.
Too big to get completely back from the camera, but
Roll it inside out. It'll straighten out when you open it next time.
all right, we're not worried about that. I just want to show you. I couldn't get it all on the screen, but I think it turned out pretty good.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah, lets everybody know AHRA members get 5 to 25% off on everything in the competition products catalog or online.
That's actually going to be very helpful for me. I need a different set of lifters for my big block rollers. We all know that's big money stuff.
Dennis is in. This would be perfect, Dennis. Go ahead and jump on. And click the link and join us. We now have 21 in the No Name 500. Danny Boyd, no, the banner was not that much. Dallas was afraid it'd be that much. I got it printed for a third of that.
Oh, you know a guy.
Nice.
Well, let me tell you, the Noah guy is still not cheap. The signage for the No Name Nationals was $6,200.
Yeah, but a recurring customer, you tend to get the buddy price.
Yeah, but I've been a customer of his for 14 years. We've done a lot of business.
Well,
The nice thing is I can call them with something like this. I called this in. It's something like, well, I can tell you exactly. I called this in at, let's see. I didn't even call it in. I emailed it in on Wednesday at, I get so much email. Okay. I emailed it in Wednesday at 11:44 a.m. and before he left for the day at 5:30, this thing was off the printer, and it's a 46-inch banner, and they put 6 grommets on it. Can't beat that.
Nice.
I mean, that's outdoor grade vinyl. That's good stuff.
It's a great buddy. It's nice to know a guy.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
like my
Matt.
buddy at the machine shop. I call him this afternoon, told him what I was up against, and I know he's buried. He says, come by in a couple hours, I'll build you one. And sure as hell, a couple hours later, I showed up, and there he had it, all put together, all turned up and everything on the lathe for me. He even gave me a bushing. And it's like I couldn't shove $20 down his throat. I made him take it. It's nice when you got friends like that.
Hey, Cope. Yes, it's Jeff's shirt as in Jeff's logo, but it's not Jeff's shirt as in his actual shirt. I'm pretty confident that wouldn't fit.
Well, it fit. Just a little.
I make 2 Jeffs pretty close to it. Remember, if it's over $3, Dallas thinks it's expensive. Yes. Yeah, he was expecting this banner to run $200. But the thing is, though, this banner got a lot smaller when he realized it had to go below the table. And so when you scaled it down, that's what really made it cheaper. But yeah, that whole banner, $71.70, that's a very, very fair price.
That's dirt cheap.
The quality's all there. You'll have that till it's in the landfill, which could be quite a few years, I'm guessing. Well, see what next year brings.
Whitetail Rancher agrees with a $3 limit. I got to tell you, these stores where everything's $1, I wonder how they're faring today. You know what I'm talking about? The everything's $1 stores where they try to come up with, small sizes and quantities and things that sell for 99 cents.
Ain't nothing $1 no more.
I wonder what Dollar Tree is doing right now. Ron English is here. Meant to say hi. And thanks for registering. So Twisted Mopar, Dennis there is the newest member. Oh, we got another registration too. Oh yeah, Rob's Rods and Streetcars. He is looking for redemption on the No Name 500. So he's the second such channel. And real quick, I got to do this. As soon as I see these come in, I've got to check the sub counts. In fact, yeah, my Aunt Nancy said everything is not $1. They've raised it to $1.25. So there's the answer. That's how they're doing it. I got to do something. You guys are seeing some real administrative stuff. I got to check. So Rob's Rods and Streetcars is 411 subs. And we got to do Twisted Mopar Garage. I always note the subs when they register. And I got to do that as soon as it comes in or it won't be accurate. Twisted Mopar is at 43. Totally doable. This is February.
I'll put him in the deck, see where he...
That's it. 22 channels now registered. Yep, he's at 43. Yes, indeed.
I'll have to check him out later. I'm up here on the laptop, and it's a piece of shit.
Bad Tree Blake says next it'll be a 350 tree. Maybe so. Scarlett's a 54, yep. LNA says I'm way behind. Explain, please.
More
I don't know
content.
what you're behind on, but 38 POS
Content.
Racing's up to 80 subs. Yeah. Yeah, so for you guys just drifting in, if you're a registered member of the No Name 500, you're welcome to jump in the screen here. I can handle up to 6 more. So you guys are welcome. Something garage, not that I've noticed. Nope, I don't believe so, not yet.
Yeah.
But it's early. There's a lot of people who will register who have not yet.
He's got some good stuff. Something.
Yes.
He's got a great channel and a great collection of cars.
Just his channel name is enough for a sub.
Right.
Yeah. Well, and he's excited, has a good attitude, and that's always good. That kind of excitement always is helpful. And it is exciting. It really is.
Well, I went last year as a spectator, and it was like round 2. It's my turn. Let's go play.
223 days.
Me too, Don. Same thing.
Yeah, Tony was there. 223 days is too long to promote anything. However, because nobody seemed to want an off season at all, and these guys are all declaring their builds last year for this year, there just wasn't an off season. Dallas and I were content to just, but that's, you guys are the ones that didn't want an off season. So,
right.
Well,
we're earlier than we thought.
These 30 and 40 channel sub channels, they'll get their subs. I've picked up 100 subs damn near since I registered a month ago.
I had a guy email me today asking about that. He says, "Oh man, I don't know if I can get those subs." And what they don't realize is just registering and getting in with the community, that's worth a lot of subs.
Well, it's
and half of that I picked up in the last week, just putting out content.
Yeah. Two Hacks is right. Content everywhere.
That's all I got. It's like, what am I doing tomorrow? Record it.
Recording something. Yeah.
Well, the nice thing is, too, is it's this nice thing about the race to 500 is it's a race where everybody who crosses the line wins, right?
Yep.
I mean, it doesn't make any difference if you cross it first or 62nd or whatever. You still go to the same event, just like everybody else.
Yeah, there's no losers.
Doesn't mean you don't want to beat this guy.
That's right. Well, and the worst thing that can happen is you go as a spectator and still get to do all. You still go to dinner, still get in the cruise, you still get to do all that cool stuff. You just don't have to worry about keeping up with the bracket or something. So you can have a ton of fun as a spectator.
Well, I like to think I got something unique to bring to the game.
You do. You absolutely do.
I know I do.
This is a great class here in the second year because we always
I just picked up another sub somewhere.
Yeah.
Colleen, group photo poster. I've got it on my editor. We're trying to get the last couple little wrinkles worked out in the design, and then it'll go to print.
Almost forgot about the poster.
Yep, a couple little things to get worked out, and then it goes to print.
Are you going to pre-order or just
part of it? So a lot of it's the photo itself. It just in the format for poster size. Dutch guys, how's it going? Glad you're here. Smoke Wrench says I might have the only dart sport. You very well may. Stephen Holtz may have a dart sport. Yes, Buff, go ahead and post that link up there. If you would, I'd appreciate it. Or Two Hacks or any of you guys. So Turbo Tom, I know you're a turbo guy. It's in your name. Tell us and the folks that aren't familiar about your ride.
Did he freeze up?
He may have.
That leaves me
Yeah.
next, I guess.
I don't have audio on him either, but that's okay.
That's all right. Background. All right. 62 Valiant. I bought it off my uncle 9 years ago. Had a 440 in it. Heard about it for years. He had it for 15 years. He's in Ohio. I'm in Pennsylvania, and family reunions in West Virginia. And I heard about this 440 Valiant forever. You know, never seen it. Never been to his house in Ohio. And then he was 8 years ago. He was talking to my older brother about selling it, and I knew Brian wasn't going to follow through, so I just jumped in and told him if it falls through with Brian, I'll be there in 2 weeks. I went and ended up got it. I bought it sight unseen. I had to look it up on the internet what a Valiant looked like. It's like, man, they are ugly when you first get them, but they grow on you.
38 POS Racing, yes. You just register the second car separately, correct? And Ellen, what's that? Is it Ellen A Auto Works? Yes, Ellen A Auto Works. Yeah, a lot of people think that, just think it's too far off, but I'm telling you, there are going to be guys who register with practically, fewer than 10 subs will register probably months from now and still make it. So being here early and staying engaged the whole time, you can make it. So anyway, I thought I'd get that administrative thing out. VNR is here. VNR, do you have any call-outs? Yeah, AHRA Online. Yeah, you can go to ahraonline.com. You can become an AHRA member, and beginning March 1st, you'll start getting your Racers Rep discounts. Exciting program. Terry Grover.
Diesel's in the house.
Yeah, 38 POS Racing had 2 subs when he registered. Actually, I noted 7, but you probably had 2. You probably got 5 that day. But
everybody starts
exactly.
at 0.
He's knocking on the door of 100 already. He's going to get there. Dizzy had 0 when he registered, and Dizzy made it. Dizzy made it 45th of 45. He made it on Friday morning at the event. So that's what happens when you don't give up. You do like Dizzy. You never give up, and you get it.
That's how bad do you want it?
BNR, I said, BNR, I asked, do you have any call-outs? Are you calling anybody out to race this year? And Tom, if I see you come back down there in the chat, I don't know if you had a computer freeze up or whatever, we'll certainly let you back in. Thumper was 38's first sub, yes. I didn't ask who called you out, BNR. I'm asking if you're calling anybody else out. I know JB's got a call out on you. If you would like some more call outs, I'm sure there are more who'd like to. I'm just curious.
I haven't even thought about call outs on my end.
Yeah.
I guess just a matter of who wants to be next to me when we go down the track.
Yeah. It's all just for fun.
I just want to make it to the other end every time I go.
Dizzy and Mopar's Mustangs and minivans were both panhandling the day of. Yes, they were. But that's just in good fun. It's just in good fun. It's community engagement. Not that I think you should make the plan to do it that way, but if you were 100 short coming into the day on Thursday, likely by the time you get through Thursday and tech inspection and on the property and the cruise and the dinner meeting and such, you'll probably have your 500 before the start. Because remember, there's a lot of spectators and people will be there Thursday. And that may be, fresh subscriber base for you. So just never give up. Keep doing your thing. But
that's what I did. Go ahead, John.
I was just going to say, just a quick administrative reminder. Anybody, if you're registered for the No Name Nationals, is the No Name 500, you can click the link at the top. We'd love to have you on. This is a good chance to tell people about your channel.
Yeah, I want to see the Brady bunch up here.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we can do
I was
10.
gonna say, that's why I did what I did with the QR code and the big decal on the back of the car last year. I picked up 20 something subs just driving across the country with that stupid QR code on the back of the car. And yes, I finally peeled it off about 3 weeks ago.
Oh, Turbo Tom, lost internet connection. Yeah, well, if you come back, we'll certainly let you back in. So when I took the 318 that I built with just Mopar Joe for Hayden, when I took it down to Louisiana, I had a sign on the back of the trailer that said something like 9 states and 3,000 miles and whatever it was. And I picked up 100 subs from that.
Nice.
Well, sure. I mean, you're already making the trip. Might as well advertise your flight.
It was anybody wanted to follow along, they're welcome to.
Well, when we went to No Name Nationals last year, we put the hashtag No Name on the van. It's like I figured if anybody along the way knew where we was going, we could hook up and go. Or,
Whitetail Rancher just had an arm wrestling challenge. Okay. Auto Salvage is building a T-Bird. Yep, sure enough. The Dakotanator. Dakota, are you in here? I didn't see Dakota's timeout. He's a fellow who hopefully will register. Yeah, there's Dakota. All right. Dakota, you gonna bet on yourself and register?
I'll bet on you.
I think he should.
Yeah, he should. He should do it to it. Hey, Dakota, how many views do you have on your tunnel ram video now? We did a little experiment with the tunnel ram video he had to see if it would do better with a different title and thumbnail and such. The Leighton, so we're just talking about betting on yourself. That's basically what you're doing when you register with fewer than 500 subs. You're betting on yourself to make it.
Oh, no, I'll bet Leighton. We'll talk details once we get to No Name. He's good for another $3. He tried betting against just Mopar Joe.
I wouldn't do that.
Well, he was looking for 20. I had 3 on me, so.
All right, DNR wants the bracket. You got to get through some tough guys to get through that bracket. I mean, you've got Blake, you've got Jere, you got Joe, you got 318 Wheel Run Tim, Perpetual
John
Project,
Cole.
Travis there. He surprised us. You got a lot of tough competition in that bracket. Joe Royal, how's it going? Tim Mopar, 67. Leighton, how y'all doing? Don's in stealth mode over there. Yep, Joe Royal Garage, your time to shine. I agree with that. And Joe, you can jump in here if you'd like. Yeah, the newbies from Texas aren't too shabby. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we got a lot of stiff competition in the bracket. So at the very beginning of the bracket, I had in my mind, of course, I don't play favorites. I wanted whoever to win that bracket was whoever won the bracket. But I had 4 people in my mind that I thought had a real good chance at that thing. And it was Blake, Joe, 318 Tim, and Andy Wood. I thought those 4 are people I wouldn't at all be surprised to see make the final. And 2 of them did. But I got to tell you, between those 4, I think any of them, it was anybody's game. Mike's Carhole, how you doing? Good to see you. Two Hack says yes. Request a competition products catalog. Yes, you can, and it's free.
It's a big catalog.
It's a nice catalog. Yep. And I'm just listen. I don't get anything from them. I don't nothing like that. We worked that deal out with them purely for all of you guys to save money and have your own Racers Rep concierge. The other sanctioning bodies don't do that. We worked that out for you. We didn't try to get sponsorship money for AHRA. We didn't try to get sponsorship money for the No Name Nationals. And I got to tell you, Luke, who works for Howard's Cams Competition Products, he paid his registration fee just like everybody else. So purely that discount, we get nothing from it. Other than you do have to be an AHRA member. But there's no money going into the event or anything. That's just for you guys to have a way to save money.
This laptop's giving me fits.
Yeah, I'll tell you, StreamYard takes a lot of horsepower for a laptop to run.
Oh, this laptop's antiquated as it is, and I got a monitor plugged into it. That's why I got to wear the headphones. Otherwise, I can't shut the TV off when I mute my YouTube because it's. But
Smoke wrench is ready for the bracket. Yep. That bracket's going to be stiff this year, I'm telling you. We got plenty of ringers in our community. We had a bunch of people in the bracket, too. I expect we'll have more probably jump in the bracket.
I'll be there to
And
watch
really,
it. I'll be watching the bracket. I don't think I'll be entering.
we could have 100 people or more in that bracket this year. No reason not to.
I've been finding these other automotive channels, and it's like, hey, man, you ought to come check us out. You know, it's like, oh, they got some power here, and they're like a little channel with 600, 700, 800 subs, you know, and it's like, you need to find the community.
Oh, I agree with that. Two Hacks says, content creator family ruined. Don't you love autocorrect? He must be on his phone. Yeah, there are 56 folks in the room. Each one of you could get 56 subs. Absolutely. I agree with that. New Guys Garage is here. The Professor. How you doing, man? Thumper was just in here, New Guys. If you have not yet seen the friendly rivalry call out between Thumper, the sweaty fat guy, and New Guys Garage, you are missing out. It is fun. Uh-oh, Thumper's still here. Yeah, New Guys Garage there, or Professor Harbor Freight. Yeah, Dr. Professor. Yes, get it right. Dr. Professor. That's right. Yeah, smoke rings have been burned by double buybacks. I'm pretty confident we won't do double buybacks. Last year we did first round buybacks for the benefit of St. Jude. We'll see what we're doing this year. It's a little early to even think about that yet, but yeah. So check that out. Check out Thumper, the sweaty fat guy, in New Guys Garage. There's a lot of interesting stuff going on, good-natured stuff going on early in the season. Whitetail Ranchers never had nachos. That's crazy.
What?
How do you never have nachos?
I have no idea.
Better go get some nachos.
I have a nacho piston. Does that count?
Technically, yeah.
That
You got
piston
big
there,
candy canes piston too, don't you, John?
I sure do. Right here. That's out of candy cane. This is out of Casper, and that's out of the nacho.
You see that 402 he picked up? He's going to throw back in it.
Yeah. Hey,
That's a good
Fabrics
looking
Mod
motor.
Repeat. How many subs do you have? You don't have 56? You should jump in the mix on this thing. You should come over to make it an away game. Come terrorize Dallas over at Jeffers. That'd be fun.
My mouse is screwing up. I can't read comments now. Oh, well.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, every time they upgrade StreamYard, I'm telling you, they put too much in it.
I think it's on my end.
It does
might
it to
be
everybody.
It might be the greasy fingers too. Oh, here we go. I left the door open.
Uh-oh.
That's all right. She's been missing me all day.
The one-eyed cat.
My dog must be asleep. He's not in here. I don't see him.
Does he not like cats either?
No, he's okay if they're far enough away. But if one ran down the porch or something, that'd be a different story.
Get her to meow real loud. He'd hear that.
Well, hello, Buck.
Evening, Bud.
Buck
Howdy,
does our
Buck.
channel reviews for all the No Name 500 guys each Saturday. Does a great job of that.
Yeah, stay over
So
there.
what is this? BNR says forged pistons went up. Everything went up. Yep. He says it's World War III. BNR says it's World War III. So in case you guys didn't know, we're in World War III.
I was
Anyway,
waiting
for the
for
rest of us, we're building cars.
Well, until it shows up on my door, we'll worry about it then.
I was going to say Fab Race Mod Repeat. I think you have more than that. So what? How many subs do you have?
Big Block 402's in the house.
And we have Joe. Hey Joe, if you got a YouTube browser open, you need to kill that and just use StreamYard
Okay, hang on here.
or
man.
mute it.
Yeah, I just mute it so I can keep the comments up.
Yeah.
If you want to
Either way.
type over there. Yeah.
Hey Joe.
There, what I do there.
Jeff says, get all your new guys garage tech advice at harborfreight.com. Yeah.
Shit, no, I can't hear.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Oh, I can
Oh, we
hear
can hear you.
There we go.
Hello.
All right. Well, welcome. Glad you could make it.
Well, glad to be here. I've never tried this before. I got no idea what I'm doing.
Well, you're doing
we all
great.
So what's up?
You can experiment around with it and learn, how to stream and all. But you're doing great. We can hear you. We can see you. That's great.
It's amazing. Usually I'm not very good with this kind of stuff.
Well, there's
Well,
more
you're
to
doing
learn.
fine.
If you want to read the comments, I don't know if you're on your phone or not.
Yep.
Where do I do that at?
Well, are you on a laptop or a phone?
Phone. I don't have a computer.
Okay, you can read them on your phone. I think you can read either comments or see yourself. And since you already know that you're on screen, you can go over and click comments. But you should turn the phone sideways. Remember, you video gangsta
Okay.
sideways.
Gangster, right?
That's it. You video in gangsta. You shoot in landscape and video in gangsta.
Ain't much gangster about me.
All right. Big Belly Racing, how's it going?
Oh.
RC Industries is here, I think, from the chat. I didn't see him sneak in. So, Joe, how's it going, and how are your plans there?
I'm doing pretty good. Been working a lot, doing odds and ends around, trying to get stuff done. Really hoping to make it this year.
Well, you stay engaged. You can do it.
Put it on your calendar.
I'm working on it. I've already got the time scheduled off at work. I'm convinced.
Come on down regardless.
Yeah.
Run
Oh,
a rental.
Yeah.
Run a rental.
My advice is magical in nature. That's why they call me New Guy's Best Value Harry Potter Garage. I get a kick.
I've never been in a
New Guy's
community
Garage.
like this before. I've had friends on and off, but I've never had like a big group of guys like this before. It's really added a lot to the experience, I think.
You meet people from
I would
all
agree.
over, far and wide.
So, Joe, what's the battle plan like? What are you going to do in the next 222 days and 3 hours?
Well, my biggest plan is to continue working on the yellow car, put out as much information as I can about that, throw some shorts out, try and do, like Buck's live streams if I can, get on with you guys, just try and do what everybody's telling me to do anyway.
Yep. Yeah, for you guys who are not familiar, Buck does it. He's in the chat here. He does a channel review live every Saturday. And Buck has good advice. Buck started with, 40-some subs last year in May. And he has 3,000 and some now. He got his car done, got his channel, he got his subscribers, came out, showed up, raced, had a good time. Buck knows how to do it. So definitely when Buck has advice, take it. So that's a good place to help
Buck's a
further
rock
the
star.
channel along.
He's a rock star.
Buck and Barrows both.
Yep.
And Dust Devil says the community is what makes the event special. Totally agree. I mean every word of it when I've said, if I had to choose between the content creators showing up or their cars showing up, if I had to choose one or the other, I would take the people in a heartbeat.
Every
That
time.
is the right answer. The cars will come. The cars will come. So, for instance, Jeff had a transmission problem. Absolutely could not make it happen to bring the T-Bird. He'd slaved to make that car. Couldn't bring the car, but he still came himself. There was a line of people there to see Barrows. He was a rock star. Barrows tried twice to make it, had a lifter problem at the state line. But you know what? He still came out, still had a great time, still socialized with everybody, and that's the main thing.
That's really what I'm looking more forward to, is just the socializing and stuff, getting out and meeting a lot of the people that I watch.
Well,
Yep.
you're gonna know everybody when you show up. There's not a stranger in the house.
I didn't have to ask a single name at registration. It was great.
No lie.
And that is fact. I can still remember showing up there and people walking up to me and greeting me, and I didn't even have a car. I just drove the regular daily, and like we're old friends for 30 years. It was great.
Yep.
Yeah, so when we were checking people in, the woman Angie who helped us run the gate, she was amazed that when people came in, I could wave and just wave them through. She said, "How are you doing that? You'll never have your spectator." And I said, "No, I've got it." She said, "You're telling me you know every single person you just wave through the gate?" I said, "Yep." She couldn't believe it. I'm like, yeah, I really did. I really knew every single person we waved through because I recognized them. I recognized their cars. I knew who every one of them was. So then I could get their numbers and just go out there and give them to them at the. You can't do that. There's no other event where that can happen. This is the only event I know of where at check-in we know every single person before they get there. It was pretty amazing.
If I show up with a car, do I necessarily have to race? Can I just bring my car and hang out?
Yeah, you can do what you want. Bring your car, hang out. You can cruise. You can show it. Yeah, you don't have to race.
Put it in a burnout contest.
You can make an exhibition pass if you want. If you want to do a 20-second 8th mile crawl and wave, you can do that. We don't care.
Right on, because I plan on bringing the old girl, but she's not really a race car. She's just kind of a
totally fine.
Mine's not a race car. If I could do a mile, that would be more my speed. But I don't know if it altogether that's speed.
Well, if you noticed, I removed the registration categories altogether this year because there was really no point. People figure out the event is just to come hang out and bring your car and do what you want or not want. There's really no point even having categories. But once you're registered, you can do anything you like. You can enter the bracket. The only thing that requires any more money is it's a $100 bill on top of the entry fee for $28.10.5 because it has a sizable purse. And even at that, we guarantee the purse regardless of the number of entries. So, but you can do burnout, you can do bracket, you can show the car, you can cruise, you can do all of that. Monkey bike, all on the same entry fee.
I never heard of a monkey bike till last week.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got that too.
I was just scrolling Facebook Marketplace the other night, and I seen somebody's got 2 of them. They're trying to get rid of for $300, and boy, I sure thought about it for a second.
Oh, I'll tell you what, pass that along. Hey, Tony, make a community post about that, because there are people looking for those things. You never know.
I will do that. I will find that post again, and I will share it on my community page. That's a good idea, John.
Yeah.
Yeah, the things are like new too. As a family that bought them for their kids, and the kids grew up. They just outgrew the bikes.
Yep.
They're still rock stock, clean, nice.
Taking up room in their garage.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. And they're getting hard to find. Every you go to Tractor Supply or whatever, they're out of stock on the damn things.
Something to think about. That monkey bike class it's growing. There's more interest in it this year than last.
It actually sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I tell you, it was fun to watch. Those things were quicker than I thought they'd be, and I really enjoyed watching those guys doing that run and start. they were doing great with them. I enjoyed it. Just Mopar Joe's in the house. He says, "All right, Mopar people and No Name Nationals 500 guys." Yes, indeed. Joe might have some dyno news coming up soon. Maybe.
That's going to be a good video.
Yeah. Yeah, Colleen says to make sure they're CT100Us because that's the spec bike.
Yep, that's what caught my attention on those 2 I was talking about. That's what they are. How they're listed.
Daddy's money's in the house. Oh, first I see
Austin.
Yeah.
Condolences,
Austin drove in and survived. Testa's Speed Shop is here. Another one of our no-name 500 contenders. I wondered what kind of class we would have of the second year of no-name 500, and I got to say it's outstanding. The freshman class for 2023 is great. So much talent and personality and good stuff going on with all of you guys. We have 22 registered now in the no-name 500. We have a lot more in the no-name nationals, but there's 22. Oh, and Dakota, you kidding me? Dakota says he just registered. Let's see.
Goodness.
Nice.
Ta-da!
Oh, it's official, Dakota. Come on, man. Jump on the screen.
How many subs does he have?
He has...
Shuffle the deck.
Yeah, if I can see this.
108.
108. Dakota
Wow,
Got a
registered
good start
108.
then.
So we now have 23.
First 100's the hardest.
That's it.
That's a fact.
Well, I noticed the more content you have out there, there's more for people to see. You're putting more in. You're putting more into the pot.
I think the more content you have out there, the more return you get for the new content.
That's it. Well, too, once you have content out there, if somebody finds you with one video, they'll watch more, and the more you have back there for them to watch, the more likely they are to subscribe.
Right.
Your first 100 subs take longer than probably your last 250. It just, you get there. You'll get there. Tony's going to cross pretty soon. Don wants to pass him. Who knows? Joe could have one go viral and blast by both of them. You never know.
No.
I'll build a run stand and pop off my 451. Then I'll run away from all of you.
I think when I first signed up, I had 80, 85 maybe.
Okay.
I think when I checked it yesterday, I was at 107. But I think even cooler is like my average views were like 26 and 27, and now they're over 100. So, I mean, I think that it's added a lot to what I am doing.
I had Joe at 89, but that's just when I saw it. So whenever you register, I look at the link and I see how many or whenever it comes across. But you could always, there could be time between there.
But I think it was 107 when I looked yesterday. So that's a pretty good jump in a short amount of time. I mean, I've been on YouTube for 4 or 5 years. And it took me 4 or 5 years to get to the 89 and then 107. And how long have I been signed up for this now?
You've come up quickly. I do the numbers. I look at them every day, and I send a report to Dallas every few days. And as the season goes on, it'll be every day or every other. So, yep, Nick is building, doing cylinder heads. New Guy's Garage says it only takes one video and it can shoot you up to 1,000 subs. He's exactly right. Yes, it can.
Sometimes.
Uh-oh. Dakota is ringing the doorbell.
Hey, I'm going to go, guys. I got to work tomorrow. So y'all have a good day.
Thank you. Hey, thank you, Joe.
Thanks for coming in, Joe.
Bad Tree says that our check clear. What are you talking about?
I don't know. Thanks for
What are
picking
you
up.
talking about? Check clear. Howdy, Dakota. How's it going, man?
What's going on?
Welcome.
Do what?
Welcome, man. Glad you're registered.
Oh, this
Where's
thing
old
is-
Sam
we might
Mountain
have to
Ballistics?
Do this. I can't hear anything.
Uh-oh.
Technical
I think
difficulties.
he's having some
That's
technical
all right.
issues.
That's all right.
He'll get it sorted.
You'll get us sorted out. No problem.
He's younger than my son.
He's younger than everybody.
That's what I was saying. It's nice to have some young blood on here.
Hey, Eastern Hot Rodder. Yes, work on the 500, but I'm telling you, man, if you register and participate in the community, it gets you there a lot quicker. And your buddy there, Phillips, he's going to be a big help to you, too. All right. Let's do this. Let's kick Dakota's old window out.
Oh, you timed him out.
Yeah, look at that. I sort of timed
Is
him
this
out.
it?
There we go.
Come on.
Okay, you're in. You're here. We can hear you, buddy.
Okay.
Turbo Tom's daughter's 28.
Those monkey bikes are already pending sale.
Oh, man. Hopefully there's some of our guys.
Hope so.
Dakota, you might have Jabo's Tin Can and String Internet Company. So, Irish Outlaw says, do not wait till the last minute. Voice of experience right there. Jay, how many subs did you have when you signed up, and when did you sign up? You'll remember both better than I will. Uh-oh. All right. Let's see if Dakota can come back. He's got a slow connection, but Dakota, if you try again, we'll be happy to let you back in.
So, how many, John? Do you know?
Surfers in the house.
You got it on record. You got it on record. How many I had when Ronnie registered me?
Let's see.
246.
246.
246. Almost halfway there.
You
Because
were
I was
246.
I was putting it off like everybody else, and Ronnie's like, "Get her done, man." It's like, "Oh, okay, we're in, buddy." You know.
Well,
There
you're going
we
to
go.
make it. You're
I
going to
know.
make it.
I ain't worried about it.
Oh, yeah.
I mostly started my channel. It's more or less a scrapbook for the kids when I'm dead and buried. You know.
That you know what, and that you know what, that is the truth of it. To me, that's what I really like about YouTube is you're going to have all of these videos for years and years from now. You know, showing the stuff you were doing and working on at this time. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, I'm saying it doesn't.
Irish said 80 something. I don't think it was quite that many, man. I want to say you were at 76, but I know it was summer, something like that. Yeah, could be.
Big Mike's in the house.
Big Mike. Cement Surfer, glad you could join us.
It's going to be neat to see his project take shape.
Yes.
That's a cool
exciting.
car.
That's exciting.
Blue Goose.
That thick ring gear, you see a ring gear that's like that, you know it's something that's going to take
I
off.
saw that.
Jabo.
I got a ride in Blockbuster last year. Yeah, he took the car off the trailer and he's coming around. He's like, "You want to go?" It's like, hell yeah. Nothing like cruising the pits
Dust
or
Devil
about the
says
window.
Dust Devil's first video was uploaded. It's still there. I'll have to check it out.
Well, I thank you, Ron, for the birthday present, getting me registered.
Ron is
We
very
knew he was
kind.
going. Well, he wants to go as bad as I do.
1072 Demon finally made it. I'm glad you could be here. You guys have any? Like Tell Ranger says, I have no talent though.
Good, I won't
You
be
don't
alone.
have to. It doesn't matter what the content is. It seems to people like it. You don't need to do anything special.
Well, let's say I don't have a car channel. It's a Don English channel. So I record if you think something's interesting, somebody else will too. Even if it's 150 people.
Well, I've put
Dakota,
crap
the
up on my
technology guy.
channel.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, we got it cooking now.
Oh, there you go.
got
it.
You're on,
Yes.
Hey,
you're
hey
on fire
Dakota.
now.
Oh, you want it the gangster style there.
There we
Yeah.
go. You shoot pistols in landscape and you shoot video in gangsta.
Heck yeah.
No,
Yeah, I tell you, I had like 100,000 open, and that might have been something why it wasn't working. You know, I mean, I was clicking that X for like 100 times. You know.
It's an out of memory issue.
no clue.
You know the irony of the whole shooting in gangsta and landscape thing is that I've taught pistol shooting for years, and we teach one-handed shooting. You shoot at just whatever angle your hand comes to naturally, because that's the angle where you're not using muscles to go this way or this way. So for me, it's right there, about a 30-degree angle. That's where you would shoot naturally.
Really?
It's only truly vertical when you have both hands on it. So anyway, there's some totally unrelated nonsense, but look at this. I hear the doorbell, and it is Smoke Wrench Garage.
What's up, fellas?
Howdy.
How's it going?
What's behind you?
It's the car I call Ugly Betty. It's my Dart Sport. A 74 Dart Sport.
Very cool.
Yep.
Plan.
What's that?
What's the plan for it?
It's pretty much ready to go right now. I'll probably put a Holley carburetor on it. I got an 8-inch torque converter to put in it. So, but it's pretty consistent. Good bracket car.
Are you on a phone by chance?
Yeah. Is it not coming in very good?
If you turn it this way, we'll be able to see twice as much of your window.
Okay.
Yeah, see the whole car.
All right.
Look at that.
There we go.
There it is.
Oh, yeah.
There we are.
Our sport.
Yeah.
Look at that.
How many colors is it?
It's about 3.
That's a legitimate question.
Nice.
Yeah.
If I don't paint it, I don't have to worry about scratching it. So,
Nope. Fit
Good
right
job.
in.
yeah. Looked that
That
way for
is
about
a
13
fact.
years.
It'll
So-
fit right in. Look great.
Yeah.
Thumper says all the colors.
I love
Hey,
when
6%
you don't have
recycled. You're welcome to jump in. Whitetail Rancher, good night. Twisted Mopar says paint adds weight. Tiny little bit, but it does.
Nice.
My truck's had the same paint and primer on it for the last 30 years, and it'll have it on there for 30 more. Pretty don't make it go any faster.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
No,
and to
that's
run a
true.
national event, in the NHRA, you have to have a painted car. They'll give you a pass for a race over hardship, but generally not. You have to have a painted car. I have never agreed with that rule, ever. I think it's ridiculous.
so primer isn't considered painted.
AHRA couldn't care in the least. You can run it primered all season. Who cares?
And you go out there and hit it with a can of Krylon. Okay, guys,
Yeah.
it's painted.
6% recycled. There's a link at the top, pinned at the top for StreamYard. You want to click it, you're welcome to jump in on screen. So this live is just for the No Name 500 guys who are registered.
That's me.
Yeah,
That's
I think
it. That's
I
you,
had,
the
It
newest.
is now.
Welcome
Right on.
aboard. Welcome aboard, Dakota.
Well, thank
Glad
you.
you. I'm glad you made the commitment.
Dakota's going to do it. I'm telling
Yeah,
you,
he
he's going to
is.
do it.
Oh yeah, yeah. 392 subs. That's what I need. No. Yeah. I think I can do that. I think I can do that.
You can do
Man,
that.
you need 392. You're at 108.
Yeah.
Listen, 392.
You can do it.
That's a good
Anybody
number.
that has a video
321,
with
so.
a tunnel ram and a rocking chair.
That's right. Yeah. Talked to the expert Andy Wood, and he said he's gonna get back with me when he's got the time. I'm gonna get the experts to help me.
You're going to do it. If you just stay at it, stay after it, keep making content, keep engaging, you're going to get there.
Yeah. I keep on shooting the videos and whatnot.
We've got several sets of brothers that are registered for this thing, and it's going to be interesting. We have at least 4 sets of brothers that should be coming to this. To me, yeah, there's going to be something going on with that. You'll see it.
Heck yeah.
That's cool.
Heck yeah. My brother, he'll probably be registering, but if he does, he ain't gonna stand a chance against either Michael.
So now you get to shame him that you registered first. So he'll.
Right.
That's
have to-
right.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
That's brotherly love right there.
Oh, it
I
ain't
got to
love.
tell you though, truthfully, you guys are very impressive, both of you, especially considering your age. But that notwithstanding, that's why we need you in this race, because you bring a lot to it.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it's good to see younger people doing it.
Oh,
That is a fact.
No, a lot of these kids I go to school with, if they like cars at all, man, it ain't the cool. I mean, they like all them foreign, Japanese
Don't
cars.
give me the mom.
Fart cans.
Yeah,
Too
exactly.
many Fast and the Furious movies.
Too much something, drugs or something, man. I don't know.
Hey, Twisted Mopar Garage, I'll tell you this. I've watched some of your content. It's good stuff. I really like your stuff. You need more short videos. So instead of having a video that's 8 or 10 minutes long, do a video that's 2 minutes long. Make 4 2-minute videos. You can shoot them all together, but do 2-minute videos and title them really well about one thing. Like I watched a video of yours where you were doing rust repair on a car, like on an A-body down around the window. Break those up into separate videos and title them really well with the full entire make and model of the car, the engine, the everything, and you will get more views. That little change will do it all. And title them. Titling them is critical. So like if you're doing rust repair on a roof, put the year, the make, the model, whatever, the color, the welder you're using, whatever. Use all 100 characters of that. And hashtag your stuff No Name Nationals. That helps too. There's over 7,000 some videos No Name Nationals, and that's a powerful thing.
Your tunnel ram, we call it thumbnail, title, fancy title, all that. That got a couple hundred views, and that's a lot better than 12.
The tunnel ram did?
It's right.
Yep. See,
Good
Dakota had a
thumbnail.
really cool video of a tunnel ram that had 6 views, and I'm like, hey man, just use the same video and put a better title on it. Now it's got a few hundred.
That's right.
Makes a difference.
Good thumbnail makes a big difference too.
Yeah, it helps. Big Mike's
It
Hoopty
does.
Barn. Big Mike Hoopty Barn had a big fireball in his video, and it wasn't the thumbnail. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. So yeah.
Now
the title gets it to them. The thumbnail gets them to click. The content gets them to come back.
What do y'all use to make y'all's thumbnails?
What do you guys use?
I use Corel.
I make my thumbnails in Microsoft Publisher, which is an ancient program.
Still works.
It works. Smoke wrench?
Whatever is on the computer, I couldn't even tell you.
You just use one defaults, and that can be great too. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm greener than goose shit on this deal. So
Okay. Well, later in the season, here pretty soon, we're going to start having content creator workshops, and that'll help you. This is where you can ask these type of questions, and we won't do them on Friday night. We'll do them a different time during the week, but it will give you an opportunity to ask technical questions about, how to get your content out there, how to make content that gets more views, more subscribers, and so forth and so on. And last year, Blake from Battery Productions and Buzz from Roadkill Customs and I were doing them, and we'll be having content creator workshops again here this year, and everybody's welcome.
Yeah, I need all the help I can get. A lot of my help come from Adam at Hoosier Garage. I got to really thank him. He's
Yep.
I've known him for a while, so he's been a lot of help.
Yep, Thumper uses GIMP to make thumbnails. There's all kinds of programs. I got to tell you, a lot of people use their phones exclusively for everything. And some uses a snapshot from his videos. Yep, that's very effective too.
I do my editing with Premiere Pro, and I'll pull the frame right out of it with Premiere while I'm doing the editing. When I stumble on when you're editing the video and going through it, you can see it. That's the thumbnail. That's it. That's the one it's got to be. And I'll pull the frame that way. It's just one click, and then I'll take it and I'll put the text across it with Corel.
By the way, 2X Garage, he's got the link up here. If you're an AHRA member, you're going to start getting a discount at competition products beginning March 1st between 5 and 25% on everything in their catalog or online, which is a big deal for people buying parts and building cars. And also, 2X Jeff, he wanted me to mention he's not going to be live tonight like he was last week. Jeff, if that changes, certainly just do it to it. But he wanted me to put that out there. Scheduling constraints won't let that happen this week. And New Guys Garage, I mean, how many subs you got there, Dan? About 17K, something like that, and does it all on his phone. So there you go. Perfect example.
Yeah, Jeff.
Yeah, you said earlier about the NHRA and the paint. The NHRA track over in Louisville, Kentucky, they tech this car like they crawl all over it like ants at a picnic, man. And then other cars that are painted, they'll just look them over and send them on.
Well, that's actually a rule in the rule book is on national events. For certain classes, national events, you have to have a paint job. And I don't know. That's their deal. Bad Tree says I smashed the keyboard 10 times with a baseball bat and spits out a video and a thumbnail. I still have to do the description though.
Heck yeah.
Any of you guys in the chat have any questions for Smoke Wrench or Dakota the Technology Guy or the One-Eyed Cat or Tony?
I'm back.
Oh, of course they all do.
Big Mike's done close to 300 videos with a Galaxy S7 with a free app for editing. There you go.
I just read that. I remember the S7. Man, that's an antique. He puts out some good content for that thing.
Look at that. And Big Mike's got a real worthy channel. He's doing that all the time. Yes, he does.
I mean, my phone's an S22, so what's that tell you how old the thing is?
No Gnome's Garage, the content creator workshops are the perfect place to learn about that. And there are guys here with all kinds of experience that will help you. You engage in the community, and this is the perfect place to get better as a content creator. 6% recycles ringing the doorbell. When you get your camera connected up, I'll let you in, man. How's it going, Wendy?
Irish Outlaw says no Chinesium. I like it.
My phone's on like 3%. I couldn't get my iPad to work. It's fully charged, but I don't know. It wasn't yeehawing today. But I tell you what, I'll hang around for another second or two. But I mean, my phone's on 3%. So
Bad Tree has good advice here. Always take a photo when making your video. I'll tell you something else too. On your phone, you've got some settings on your camera. Use the 16:9 widescreen setting when you take that photo, and it'll keep from having black bars on the side when you use it for a
Yes.
thumbnail. I mean, you can get around that if you have to. Like, let's say you have a really great photo that's not in that ratio by trimming it. But if you don't want to trim it, you want it full size, take it in 16:9 widescreen. The phone has a setting right on there. Oh, and always take the photo bigger than you have to, because you can always cut away, but you can't add what didn't make it in the photo.
That's right.
Just send the photo to John. He'll make you a dang good thumbnail. Send it to John.
I'd be willing to make most anybody one thumbnail.
One? Oh, you got to
One
do
thumbnail.
no?
Yeah, Dakota made a good video having a tunnel ram, and I'm like, man, you need you a thumbnail, and let's see what it does. And we got to get some more steam.
You know, anything that works for Blake's got to be good too, because he puts out some good freaking content.
Blake's one of the best production guys on YouTube.
Yes, he is.
All right, 6% recycled. Welcome, thanks for jumping in.
Howdy.
Sorry, I got a sinus infection, so I sound fantastic tonight.
Heck yeah.
All right, glad you could join us. We finally have an AMC guy.
It's by default. I'm mostly a Jeep guy, but I've found my way into AMC, so.
No offense to Irish Outlaw. He's got the Javelin, but I see the 6% recycled logo. I could see AMC all over that logo. It was exciting.
Well, AMC and Jeep are effectively the same thing for 40 years there. So
there ain't nobody cool. AMCs.
Hello, Rich. Good to see you in here. So 6% recycled. For those who are not familiar with your channel, why don't you give them the rundown of what the plan is? You're going to get your 500 subs, and you're going to get your vehicle ready for No Name Nationals. What's the plan?
That is the plan. The car I have I've called it the Chambler. It's a 65 AMC Rambler body on a 2000 Cherokee chassis. I got it as a failed gambler car, and I'm just trying to make it one complete car that won't kill me just driving it down the road.
Well, it's got to pass tech, so they'll make sure it doesn't kill you.
Yeah, if you have any question about tech, you can always get a hold of us in the off season. We will make sure everybody passes when they get there.
Yeah, that's it. It's about 10 hours for me to get down there, so I got a while to get there before I'll know if it at least gets me there. No guarantee it'll pass tech. But.
Dakota's channel is Dakota's Timeout.
That's right. That's right.
And I do have all of the No Name 500 channels linked in the video description, but because now YouTube uses handles, it makes it harder to tell. I don't like that they've done it that way, but that's what we have. But yeah, there's the link there. 2X put up Dakota's Timeout.
Thank you very much, 2Hacks.
He got that nickname because I would always time him out.
Oh yeah, I tell you, I hold a Guinness Book World Record for the amount of timeouts.
He used to earn them very early on, but then it just became a regular function of his being.
Yeah. I can remember some of that.
Well, you liked your timeout so much, John people would proxy your timeout just to cover the bases.
His timeouts were so important that I actually went to see him to time him out in person. And that's on a video on my channel.
It was a life changer, let me tell you. It was.
Hey, fellas, I'm going to jump off here. It's getting cold out in the garage. So
thanks for joining us.
Good talking to y'all.
Appreciate
it.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate everybody that's subscribed. Appreciate it. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Later
Thanks for joining us.
Come back again.
Furniture Lamont is in the house.
Furniture Lamont.
Yeah, if you guys want to jump on, I've got 4 more slots. So if any of the
fill them up.
Any of the No Name 500 guys want to jump in, you're welcome to.
Hey, we're not even close to doing the Brady Bunch thing.
No, we're not. But Dakota's in the Alice Square, or he's close to it.
Heck yeah.
You make a good Alice.
Oh, well, thank you.
A no-name fantasy bracket. That's kind of cool, Blake. I like that. So 6% recycled. You're working on the Jeeps, right?
Yeah, by and large.
Have you done any frame repair on a CJ before?
No, I know there's a lot of companies that make kits that you can actually buy basically halves and just frame over it and weld everything up.
Yep. I might be having to do that.
I had to do that on my Valiant.
Yeah, it's pretty common. I don't know if anyone that's better than the other. I think there's probably 3 or 4 companies that make them, but they do CJs, YJs, TJs, and I don't doubt they'll be doing the new ones soon. So,
Hey, Rich, if you think you're not going to make it, you're 238, you're probably right. But I'll tell you what, there's going to be people with a lot fewer subs than that who are going to sail by you and make it. And you could too. You know the drill. You're around these lives a lot. You know the drill. You're engaged. You can do it. Dakota's in the chat and live at the same time.
You did.
yeah, honestly, I figured I'm going to go whether I make it or not. I would hate to think I won't make it by then, but it's going to be fun one way or the other. So
You'll make it, no problem.
And when you make your 500, don't disappear. Stick around and help mentor, be moral support for the guys who are still trying to make the 500.
Yeah.
So you'll get it. And the guys who made it last year are all saying the same thing. Yeah, just register, just do it, just commit, you'll do it. And they're right. So now we have mentors this year from last year.
Yeah.
And several of them were here. Look at that. So Daddy's Money Garage was in the No Name 500 for a day. Big Block 402, No Name 500 alum, as is Big Mike, as is Two Hacks. Dudes with Wrenches. How's it going, man?
That's the reigning star around here.
That's a channel that just blew up.
Oh, it's
He's the king of shorts.
wow. It's I see his shorts pop up. I watch them a second time. Dudes with Wrenches here.
And they're all good. It's all good stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot to
High
learn
quality shorts. High
I'm
quality
glad
shorts.
I'm glad he found his niche. There's a niche for everybody.
Hey,
you just gotta find it.
Hey, dudes, I'd like to have you on a content creator workshop here when we get those fired up here pretty soon. I think you have a lot to offer. Or try to rotate and have some more guests on the content creator workshops this year. David Allen Coe, who's 84 years old this fall, but he's in the chat.
Yeah, I heard he killed a man in prison. That's true. I just said that once or twice.
That's Dakota's alias there. Indirect Connection. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, I got like 12 more.
You ought to get your subs in no time then.
Well, I'm subscribed to my.
Don't do it that way. We want to do it honest.
Right.
Really, I only got to get to 480. I only got to get 480 subs because I've subbed myself 20 times.
Nah, we'll disqualify if you do that.
If you can get 480, you can get 500.
yeah.
Test the Speed Shop is here.
Howdy.
What's
How's it
happening?
going?
Hello.
Glad to have you.
Oh, it's going.
Now, Dakota has a lot of fun with his accounts, but he admits it. It's not like they're secret. He admits it. It's all in
I'm
good
not
fun.
secret.
Twisted Mopar. Big Mike, glad you're here. Yeah, Indirect Connection is Jason from Rapid Transit Garage. He's a pretty new channel in case you're not familiar. George Washington killed Patrick Police Street.
Nice.
If you need subs, pay Dakota. That's funny.
Yeah,
Buff.
cheaper than anybody. A very competitive price. Let me tell you.
Buff knows that it's 222 days and 2 hours and 20 minutes, so he is headed out to his garage. Oh, look at this. We have Scarlet the Four-Eyed Cuda. John is here.
Howdy.
How's it going?
Hello.
Going pretty well. Thank you.
Glad to have you. Well, we got a pretty full house tonight.
Yeah, we're getting close to the Brady family here.
I know it. Well, we've already got the layout.
Can you say it'll hold 10 people?
It'll hold 10, yeah.
Oh, cute.
I know it, Dakota. No, we're not going to let your other accounts in.
Joe and George Washington, I bet they'd like to join.
Yes, and surfers help them promote. A lot of guys are wanting to. They got a lot of help in their first year, and now they're giving back, and they want to help the class, the freshman class this year. I think that's really cool.
Thanks for the subscription, Smith Server.
Bad Tree says he feels like Chris Hansen's going to show up next. Why? Because we lured Dakota here? Is that? No. How did it work on the show? Dakota would be the plant that lures all the other guys there. Is that what it is? Yeah, dudes. I think that'd be cool. I think you would you'd have a lot to offer those guys. So we'll talk. The Auto Salvage Outlaws, he made it happen. He's well over 1,000 subs now. And the thing is, it's not really about sub count per se. Those subscribers are people, and it's about community engagement. That's why we do it. It's certainly not anything about being elite or anything like that. I mean, every regular person can do 500, but it's community engagement.
Yeah.
BNR says make burnout videos and shorts. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, spring's coming. There's going to be a lot of pent-up energy out there.
Burnout videos are always good.
I have a couple airbags to set off when the weather breaks for my kids.
Oh, man.
I've
done that. That's some fun stuff.
Yep.
Put them under a bucket and set them off.
Uh-oh, look out. Check this out. Mohawk is here. And Turbo Tom.
And Tom's back.
We did it. We've got
Nice.
the full Brady bunch.
Here. Let me turn the phone. There we go.
Punisher Lamar did 1,600 subs in a year.
She's gonna get air on your motor.
I ain't worried about it. I got so much.
She was like, still there. She's like,
I got so much crap in here that
We did it.
needs power wash.
The full house.
That's 6% Alice.
Yeah, airbags do make heat, Dan, but it's a chemical heat you don't want to breathe.
Wow.
Oh, so Blake sent me this. I'm going to try to play it. Check this out. This is something Blake sent me. How far did that car go before it hooked up, Blake? That was crazy.
Broke the sound.
That means you're going to get beat.
Man. I love that Motley Crue cab. That car is cool.
Yep. Sandy cut the hole in the hood for that tunnel ram.
So Mohawk, what have you got going on? I know you're climbing up in the subscribers. What do you got going on?
I'm probably going to post a video I made tonight. I got to do some editing, but we had to put lube in the rear end of the scamp here. I had a slight leak, and me and Silver got under there, and some of the darn bolts were loose on the darn rear end.
It happens.
Oh, yeah. Things vibrate loose, I guess.
Well, John, a.k.a. Scarlet the Four-Eyed Cuda, that's a beautiful car, by the way. You get that regularly and for good reason. That's a beautiful Barracuda. What What are your plans like? I mean, I've seen the car, a number of videos, the instrument panel stuff. What are your plans like?
Well, the instrument panel is basically done. I have a AM/FM Sunwell radio, which, if you're familiar with those, was a 2-year only. The 70 and 71, and the 71 had the AM/FM had the cassette cable on the back of it. The 70 didn't. So I've got one of those currently being restored. It'll come back, and then I'll put the speakers and that in. That'll be the video. I have to do the steering control arms. Here, that'll be a video. I picked up a Max jack, and I've got it mostly assembled, but I did that before I started videoing. But the measuring layout and doing the concrete work, or drilling the holes to mount it, will be a part of it. So that'll be a setup. I got a neighbor that'll probably help me. He's a woodworker, so I'm thinking he's pretty good measuring, because the whole thing needs to be no more than 1/8 of an inch out of square. So that needs to be fairly accurate and work. Or at least I want a second set of eyeballs before I deal with that. And then, depending upon how things go with finances, I have a 47 R8 that I'd like to put in, so swapping for an overdrive. And if I really hit the lottery, then I have a big block 400, 230 castings that I want to make a 451 out of. And this CUDA's a numbers matching, so I don't really want to screw that up. So I want to take the 383 and the 427 and set those aside in case someone wants it in numbers matching. Just swap it back and keep the engines off and transmission clean and fresh.
Very cool. Very cool.
Wow.
Strategy.
You know what? I've not had Testa on this channel before. I've seen Testa in a handful of lives, and glad you're here, man. Glad you could join us. For a little bit different audience here, Testa Speed Shop. What do you have going on for people who might not be familiar with your channel?
I'm putting doing body work on Firebird right now. I got the I got the driver's side quarter panel cut off of it right now.
Oh, wow.
So trying to get that done.
Good stuff.
And then I got to move on to the passenger side. And passenger side's going to be worse because it got smeared back in the 70s, and they put like a 55-gallon drum of Bondo on it. So it's going to be interesting to see what we find underneath all that.
Yeah.
So
that'll be cool to see.
So that's what I got going on.
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, Tim, Dakota's channel name is Dakota's Time Out. And yes, the Bradys did have a 71 Barracuda convertible. But you're gonna unearth that. You're gonna unearth that quarter panel and see how much bond. You're gonna weigh the Bondo that comes out of it, chip it away. And put
I
it in
don't
the
know.
bucket.
It's probably going to be a big cloud. It's probably going to be snowing in my driveway when I'm doing that. So I don't know if I'll be able to catch it. So I'm hoping it's not bad. I don't know. I did the front end on. I painted the front fenders and everything about 3 years ago. If you go back through on my channel, you can see where the driver's fender, I actually hammered and dollied that whole thing back out because it went into a ditch or something. So
Ditch or something.
So I don't know what I'm going to find. Yeah, that car's been beat. I found rolling papers and dried up joints and stuff in it, so you can just imagine what happened to that.
Wow.
Cheech and Chong.
Yeah, pretty much. They bounced it off of everything they could find, that's for sure.
Chris at Busted
But
Radio
it still
actually
goes.
found that convertible. Wow.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Oh, wow.
I saw that crawling through there.
But, well, didn't they have a 72 convertible too? I thought there was a
maybe. I don't remember the
72 convertible they had on the show.
I
Yeah,
know
I
that
thought they had a 72 also.
for 1974, 5, 6, somewhere in there, they went to GM because they had like a big Kingswood or something. But I know that they had Chrysler products before that. So the earlier seasons were Chrysler.
Yeah, I think it was one of the. I remember watching one of them, and it had round taillights, and I was like, "Well, that's not right," because after '71 they were convertibles. So, but yeah, so hopefully I'll get this thing done and throw some paint on it and drive that out to the no names.
Yeah, that's what I was going to tell you. That's what I'm going to do, John. As soon as the weather gets settled around here, stays above 60, I'm going to start doing the color change on the Scamp. I'll be videoing all that. So I'll be putting those out probably every day.
Yeah, I took a hunk of Bondo and chicken wire out of the back of my Rambler. It was about 1/2 inch thick, just this weird mesh of junk.
Oh,
Well, chicken wire will get it done.
Yeah. The guy actually tried to rivet replacement panels into the Bondo, which was, I thought, creative, but you know.
Right. I will say this is painting a car is cool and all, but I definitely wouldn't let that get in the way of being able to bring it, and race it and come to the event. There were people that were on cosmetics first, and they ran out of time to get it sorted for the event. That happened last year.
That's not going to stop me.
Right, but I'm saying that did happen to some people last year.
Right.
So, think about that. I mean, there's plenty of time right now, but
saying cosmetics, I got a can of spray bomb appliance white. I like white. It's real easy to.
Yeah, that's what I was about ready to say.
Hey, everybody,
Greg had a 56.
If you watch my.
Sorry, guys. I have two Ramblers. I have a 63 that's actually Rambler, and my Chambler is the 65 on the Cherokee chassis.
Cool.
Excellent.
Yeah, if you go to my past videos with the front, when I did the front clip on it, that was all painted with spray cans. Because I don't own a spray gun, but I guess I will soon. But
Harbor Freight.
I'm not opposed to spray painting it either.
There are a lot of guys who will get those Harbor Freight guns you could get for $17 and just use them once and not even worry about cleaning them.
Disposable. Well, because you'll never.
Yeah, Paint Society says they're actually pretty good.
People get decent results. I'll tell you, Paint Society has done reviews on them, and that's a good channel right there. Lots of great info. Paint Society. I can recommend that channel. Yeah, Danny Boyd. Greg got a 56 Chevrolet.
He had that wiring all screwed up.
Okay, so I remember Greg Brady getting a 56 Chevrolet. The show Family Matters, Eddie got I think it was a 78 Monaco, I want to say, police car. And that thing wound up with a supercharger on it. It's always interesting watching these sitcoms that aren't car channels at all or aren't about cars, but seeing what they do.
I remember I found, and I was watching some Starsky and Hutch car chase scenes, and there's the same 62 Valiant twice in the same chase.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, it's a 4-door even. It just putzing around the corner, little 6-cylinder just taking up space. It's like they are out there. No, I've never seen another 62 Valiant in the wild. I've seen them on the internet. I've never seen them at car shows, never in the road. Seen lots of 62 Darts, never any Valiants.
I remember seeing a 62 Valiant when I was a kid. There was a person that had one in town. This would have been like in the early and mid 80s. And I don't know that I've ever seen one since. They're just not common.
Well, that was more or less they brought them out for the compact series in NASCAR.
Yeah.
Well, we got a few minutes left, so we'll kind of go around the horn, starting with Don. If you guys have anything that you want to put out there, you want to pitch to the audience, we still got a lot of people watch. If you want to pitch anything about your channel or got anything coming up you want to plug, so we'll start with you, Don. Go ahead.
Do I want to plug? Just No Name Nationals, man. That's fantastic.
Anything you got coming up with videos?
No, I'm just saying we got deer season out of the way. I was in the winter funk for about a week or two, and it's like I snapped out of that, so I come up here. I'm not doing these heads for this year, but I can't untarp the car because it's always going to rain tomorrow, snow tomorrow. I don't know. This winter's been so mellow. I don't know. But we got 222 days and 2 hours and 5 minutes.
Me too. Tony, you got anything? Anything you going to plug that you got coming up?
Just the final stuff on that 383 I was talking about earlier in that power wagon, fixing the intermediate bushing without disassembling the engine, the special tools that I've created to do such, and hopefully pretty soon I get my truck in the shop and start getting it put back together. After all, it is going to be the star of the show. I've got most of the parts to put it together, but the more I think about it, the more I'm going to focus on as much fun as the 4-speed would be. I think I'm going to go with a 4-speed of the automatic sort. Try and do a 46 RE.
Dakota, you
With
got
an
anything
Ultra
coming up?
Oh, I got all kinds of things coming up. I tell you what, just click on my channel, hit the red button, subscribe. Y'all guys wouldn't
He's
even-
learning.
I told you. All kinds of things coming up. But yeah, we're gonna get my Camaro. I think I'm gonna throw some shiny paint on it. Have to fix the rim, stick good. Yeah, got all kinds of stuff. It's all in the works. I got to get my car where I can kind of daily drive it. And it's gonna be great. Just click the button. Don't even think about it.
You better not be sanding on that car in Austin and don't bring it because of that. Just saying.
No. That'll
Right.
probably last.
6% recycled. You got anything coming up you want to plug?
I'm going to be starting a new series. I'm doing shop tours around the state. I'm in Michigan, and my first two are going to be A&A Manufacturing. They make a lot of race car parts, and Sweet Manufacturing. They do as well.
Cool.
So that's going to be a new feature on my channel.
Right on.
Neat.
That'll be cool.
Neat. Excellent.
Am I
Testing?
in the Alice spot? By the
Go
way,
ahead.
I can't. It's been a while since I've done the Brady Bunch.
You're in the Alice spot, and
Yeah.
and Don is Florence Henderson right now, and I believe Mohawk is Mike Brady, and I believe Tony is Greg, and Dakota is Peter, and Turbo Tom is Bobby, and that would make John would be Cindy, Testa would be Jan, and that makes me Marsha.
There you go.
I still remember the football
Yes.
episode. Oh,
Testa,
my nose.
You got anything
Oh, my
coming up
nose.
cool?
What's that?
Testa, do you have anything coming up cool on your channel that you want to tell people about?
Just more quarter panel work and making it snow in my driveway with Bondo, and probably some other upgrades as I go along. So
Excellent.
I have some other things planned for it, and then I'm probably going to have a little bit of work on my Chevelle too, which really never gets on the channel much.
Oh, neat.
So
Neat.
Put it on there.
Yeah.
John with Scarlet the Four-Eyed Cuda, anything you want to tell anybody about?
Well, once the lift is in, which hopefully will be either this weekend or next weekend, the plan is to dig through the rulebook of the AHRA and take pictures, go through it, ask questions, and talk to Dallas and see if he'd be open to, making some rulings. So, for example, we know we've got a 12-inch rule for rubber hose. Well, if you've got an E-body, there are 4 vent lines that are each about 10 inches long that go off to the side. And those are rubber lines. Does that count in that 12 inches? I'm assuming yes, because it connects the tank. But let's get some rulings. Let's figure it out. And how do we address some of these things?
No, not a problem. Getting on it early is the key. I'll if you have anything, if you want to email it, I'll get it to both Dallas and to Deke Denny, our tech director, and we'll help you out.
Sounds good.
Excellent. Mohawk, you got anything coming up?
I was just working on the scamp. I'm going to try and start video on everything I'm doing. That's my problem. Is I get doing something and forget to turn the camera on.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I did that today. I started pulling these heads apart. It's like I should be recording this shit.
Right.
You got
Well, it's like, well, this valve spring compressor, man, it's sketchy as shit. It's like, hey, if I lose the tip of my finger, at least everybody else can grimace
Why
with
don't get
me.
clicks, man?
Turbo Tom. What's cooking on Turbo Tom 416's channel?
I'll be going to Columbus tomorrow, so I'll be doing a video partway down about roundabouts. Ohio's putting roundabouts everywhere.
There's a lot of roundabouts showing up.
Yeah, but some of them are
Michigan's
way
bad,
too
yeah.
small.
Yeah.
Arizona's been doing that for the last decade. Those damn things are everywhere.
Yeah,
Well, I know
Pennsylvania's getting on the bandwagon too.
Yeah.
They
when
claim
they're
it's
small
cheaper than
and the sun, I
traffic
can't go
lights.
through it.
I do have a car show in the morning. I'm going to video. I'm going to
I'm
that.
anxious to see the roundabout content. That'll be neat. The town that's next to us put one in that was too small for a fire truck to get through, and they found out the hard way. Had to go around.
Wow.
Yeah.
Don't they have engineers? Don't they have engineers for that?
They do. They do. It's where Virginia Tech is in Blacksburg. We're full of engineers, and nobody figured that out.
Wow. The engineers have been
They're all
fucking it
driving
up for
Hondas.
years.
Yeah, they're thinking
gotta
Durango's
get
a fire truck.
Parts and turn one into a racetrack.
Hey guys, we're at time. I want to say to you guys in the chat, thank you all for being here. I want to thank the mods for keeping it running smooth. If you are not yet subscribed to the One-Eyed Cat, Tony's Hot Rod Garage, Test of Speed Shop, 6% recycled, Dakota's Timeout, Scarlet the Four-Eyed Cuda, Mohawk 62, or Turbo Tom 416, or any of the guys who were here before, make sure to check out their channels and wish them good luck, because it's the 222 days and 1 hour and 59 minutes is going to fly by.
That ain't no lie.
So thanks, everybody. I will see you all soon. I will be live with Dallas from Greensboro, the little performance expo they're doing there a week from tonight. And y'all take care. Have a good weekend.
Thank you.
Thank
you. Good night.
See ya.
Good night,
See you
everybody.
later.
Say goodbye.
Good night.